Hello wonderful subscribers, welcome back to my kitchen of flavors and fun. My name is Oluwatunseyi. Today I have an exciting adventure in store for you as we dive into the captivating world of homemade curry powder. But before we begin, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you for being part of my cooking family. Your support and enthusiasm mean the world to me. So without further ado, let's sprinkle some joy and spice into our lives. There's this friend, her name is Sally. She had an incredible passion for cooking and trying out new flavors. One day I was over at her place and we're going through a cookbook together. We stumbled upon a recipe that required curry powder and we decided to recreate it in her kitchen. Sally had different spices in her pantry but had run out of curry powder she bought from the store some months back. Me looking at her pantry told her, "Don't worry, we could make ours right here." She looked at me with some sort of doubts and said, "How?" Then she immediately said, "Yes, I have dry curry leaves. We can just grind them." That was the funny part. Sally had this wide idea that curry powder was just made by grinding dry curry leaves. I kept watching her. She brought out a pack of dried curry leaves and started grinding in a spice grinder, expecting a fragrant and flavorful powder to magically appear. To her surprise, what came out of that grinder was a dull greenish powder that tasted nothing like the aromatic powder, curry powder we were familiar with. "But how about the color?" she exclaimed. Sally was a bit disappointed. Then I began to tell her that curry powder is actually a blend of various spices like coriander, cumin, fenugreek, turmeric, among others. It's not just ground up curry leaves as she had thought. And I told her an intriguing fact that the word curry actually originated from the Tamil word curry, which means sauce. Then I delved deeper into history and told her that as the British explored and colonized India, they encountered so many spiced dishes and sauces, which they collectively referred to as curry. And over time, curry became the term used to describe a wide range of Indian and South Asian cuisines. So we created a homemade curry powder that was bursting with flavor, capturing the essence of what we both recognized as true curry powder, and we were so excited. So we went ahead to recreate the recipe we found in that cookbook, and we felt fulfilled. Now, whenever we gather with friends and family, we laugh and share the story of how Sally once thought curry powder could be made from grinding dry curry leaves. It has become a cherished tale, reminding us to explore, learn, and embrace the joy of culinary adventures. This combination offers a flavorful blend with a hint of heat. Adjust the spices according to your liking and feel free to experiment with additional ingredients like dried curry leaves. Yes, curry leaves. To customize the curry powder to your taste. Enjoy using it in your favorite dishes. With this aromatic blend at your fingertips, you hold the power to create dishes that will mesmerize your family and friends. So go ahead, sprinkle a pinch of creativity into your cooking and savor the vibrant flavors that dance on your palate. Remember, the act of homemade curry powder is yours to explore and adapt, allowing you to tailor each dish to your unique tastes. Another tip or trick to blending the spices is to first grind all the hard nuts, or you first crush all the hard nuts or hard seeds before incorporating the ones already in powdered form. You can also check how I made the mixed spices. And also, some of these blender cups are not good for blending the spices, especially when it has to do with retaining the colors, especially the turmeric color. While grinding the spices, to avoid a stain on your blender cup like so, use a stainless steel blender cup. Otherwise, get ready to wash your blender cup, your plastic blender cup, with baking soda, lime, and what else? That's if it works. This stain on my blender cup is going to last for some time before it goes off. So if you actually want to enjoy having a smooth texture from the beginning using this same blender. You first grind everything together. Add the powdered form to the ones you've blended. So the blender will serve as a mixer for the whole ingredients. And then you have a smooth texture. I have to say this. I mentioned it in the homemade spice mix video. I don't enjoy toasting my spices before grinding or before blending because in the process some aromas are released which I feel fade off after some time, except if you want to use them immediately. Also, in the process of toasting, some oils may be released which will not help the shelf life. I will not recommend that for commercial purposes. By the way, what is toasting of spices? You just get your spices in a frying pan, heat it up a little, and toss to and fro for about a minute or so until you start perceiving the aroma as the flavors are released. So that is toasting of spices. And when it cools, you can now blend. But as I said earlier, I will not recommend that for commercial purposes. Don't forget you are in charge. Blend to your preferred texture. If you are not okay with this, you can blend further to have the smooth powder. I actually switched to this blender cup. Can you see this? It gave me a smoother texture. This is what we have after further blending. Spread and let it cool down before storing in an airtight container, or if you want to put it in a container, don't close the container immediately. Let it become cool because of the heat generated during blending. You can also use glass cups. There are some blenders that come in glass cups. They are easy to wash, easy to clean. The curry powder can stay for more than a year and more once moist and air are taken care of. Enjoy using it in your favorite dishes. I used this curry powder to make this meal. Salt was the only thing I added. Note that salt was not added to this mixture to enable you have control over your salt intake. Otherwise, each time you cook, always remember you have already added salt to the curry powder so you don't overload your meals with too much salt. Also, nutmeg was not added for a reason. You need to watch the mixed spices video I made, the link up here, so you can know the reason and also learn how to incorporate it in your dishes. Store the curry powder in an airtight container in a cool, dry place. Do not use a wet spoon to scoop from the container while cooking. Do not place over the steam coming from your cooking pots. But since it's homemade, you can easily make another batch once it's exhausted. So there is no point making a huge batch at once. Can you let me know what your thoughts were before now about curry powder? And there you have it. Your very own homemade curry powder crafted with excitement and precision. I hope you had as much fun watching this video as I had making it for you. And if you haven't already, hit that free subscribe button and join our ever-growing community of food lovers and adventurers. I can't wait to embark on more delicious journeys with you. If you want a recipe for your all-purpose mixed spices or spice mix, kindly click this video on the screen right now. Are you ready to explore the enchanting world of flavors even further and discover how to use 30 spices to make your spice mix? Then make sure to click on the video, best spice mix ever video right here. Thank you for joining me on this flavorful journey. Until next time, happy cooking. Keep experimenting, keep smiling, and keep spicing up your life. Stay safe, stay blessed. Bye.